Greetings, Benjamin J from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. Well, here is that Lionel 8140. This has been here probably an hour now, something like that. Pulled the motor out, lubed it, did some really basic tuning on it. I haven't pulled the brushes out, I haven't cleaned the brushes, I haven't even cleaned the armature yet. I just basically lubed the armature and the gearing just to get it running. This thing had been sitting for years and years and years, was covered in oxide. So I also had to replace one of the wheels on the tender, but that's the nice thing about having parts. The rest of the train is completely intact. This is an original 1971 set. I looked this up. It's complete, even down to the original transformer. So we're going to be testing that next. Anyway, I just put this back on the rail, just did some really basic lubrication, ran it on the bench. And like I said, I had to replace one of the wheels on the tender. But I just want to do a quick video. So the Lionel 8140 complete set with the transformer, eBay, $5, and I was the only bidder. There's 50% power. Now this is going to free up quite a bit just in the next hour or so as it begins to run. This thing has been sitting probably 20, 30 years, something like that, a long time for it to get that much oxide on it. But it was fairly well stored, it just hadn't been run in decades. As you can see, it is running absolutely perfectly. It runs forward, reverse, and there is a neutral. There is no E unit. This is all manual, forward, reverse, or neutral. Even has the original light bulb in it. So $5 on eBay. For some reason, no one else bid on this. One of these cars is worth more than that. So right at 50% power. And as I said, in the next hour or so, as this begins to run, it's going to loosen up considerably. That oil will get on the all the moving parts, get down in the bearings, and get all the oxide off as it runs, and this is going to run really well. So later tonight it's going to be probably running as smooth as any other Lionel that I have. And of course the next thing to do is to test this transformer. This is only 45 watts, so like I said, this is a Lionel starter set. But even so, it's using standard Lionel cars, all 8-wheel of course, and in really decent shape. As you see, this looks almost new. It hasn't had very much run time. It's been sitting forever, for literally years and years, decades. And the nice thing about the Lionels, of course, is all of them come with a traction tire. It's a rubber strip molded directly into the wheel. You can just pop it off and replace it. But in this case, like I said, this set looks virtually new. There's no damage to it. There's not even a whole lot of scratches on it, as you can see. And it's in really, really decent shape. Like I said, one of these cars is worth $5. So why no one else bid on this, I have no idea. It runs good, it looks really, really nice, and in the next hour or so, this is going to continue to run better and better on less and less power as the oxide is worn away and that oil gets down into all the moving parts. Definitely worth $5, there's no doubt about that. So I'll let this run for a few minutes and I'll move on to testing the transformer. I plugged it in and it does buzz, so I'm 99% sure that it will work. So we'll hook that up next, we'll test it and see how it goes. In the meantime, I just want to do a video. You know, as I always stress, don't overlook the junk. And why no one else bid on this, I have no idea. I mean, $5, how could you go wrong? And yet I was the only bidder on it. I watched this for 10 days and I remained the only bidder on it. Really difficult to explain that. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email. BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.